Here to wrap up the 58th annual 5-Hour Energy Knoxville Nationals with a former Knoxville Nationals competitor and our Midco SN racing analyst, Chris Shirek. And Chris, 4 tremendous days of racing. Weather was beautiful. We saw a lot of passing all 4 nights, and ultimately I think the guys at the front of the pack were the best all week.
They really were. Your top 3, Brad Sweet, Donnie Schatz, Kyle Larson, they were the fastest guys all week long. If anyone was going to win, it was going to be one of those 3 guys.
It comes down to the last couple of laps. Kerry Madsen ends up flipping. The track was getting a little tricky late in the race. You're talking about 50 laps, 48 laps in. It came down to a drag race less than a second for the championship, and Brad Sweet able to get his first ever Knoxville Nationals victory.
Yeah, and the top was pretty tricky. He had a big old cushion. It was about a foot tall, and you saw a couple cars crash. Rico Abreu crashed, hit the cushion wrong. Kerry Madsen crashed, hit the cushion wrong. Same spot, and that's really where Donnie Schatz had the momentum, but he just, couldn't get it done. Brad Sweet was really good on the bottom.
It was amazing how Schatz was battling with Kyle Larson, another guy that was also in the mix. When you look locally too, Chris, Matt Jewell making his first ever A-Main from T, South Dakota, runs here regularly, getting better and better on this track. Mark Dobmeyer did struggle a little bit moving up, started 6th in the B, but 2 local guys that are always kind of a threat here to at least, make the name for themselves on this particular surface.
Yeah, and it's something to be said about the local talent here. There's a lot of local drivers that made it. There's a lot of local drivers that were very close to making it. Dobmeyer's won, prelim night here before. Matt Jewell's won a feature here, earlier this year. So it's very cool to see local drivers doing as well as they have tonight.
Well, certainly it was. It was a lot of fun to watch all night long. What are your parting thoughts? What do you take away from this Knoxville Nationals? You've raced in this event. This was pretty special, though. It really was very, very even all week long.
Yes, it's just being here. It's the the Super Bowl of sprint car racing. This is what everybody wants to do. Brad Sweet is one of 58, not 58 drivers, but one of a handful of guys that say that they won. It's a very special meaning. This is it. This is the Super Bowl, man.
And not only did we get a chance to enjoy the races, we got a chance to have a little fun ourselves out at Slideways. Chris and I going side by side in cars. And who came out on top in that victory?
Let's no comment on that one. Yeah.
You're going to blame the equipment, right?
Oh, absolutely. You got to blame something else.
It was a lot of fun here at Knoxville Raceway, the sprint car capital of the world.